So hello to you, Juggy D. Welcome to Dubai. Welcome
you.
to Zee Connect. It's so amazing to be sitting across from you, talking to you.
Thank you very much.
This is almost 20 years of you being in the music industry. This year you complete 20 years.
Yes,
Congratulations on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And namaskar, salam, pyar pari, sat sri akal to everyone that's watching in the Middle East. Thank you for having me.
So what's the feeling like? Does it still feel like it was only yesterday that you started?
Amazing. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to have kind of completed 20 years, you know, and that also on practically one album. You know, it's a great feeling. I've been able to work with some amazing artists. I featured on some amazing singles. I've done some amazing movie tracks. You know, so the journey's been amazing. It has been absolutely amazing, and I'm very, very grateful for you know, the fans that have given me this opportunity to tour the world and constantly be getting shows even up until now. You know, so yeah, it's a great feeling.
But 20 years ago is when you started, when you were in your early 20s.
Yeah.
When did you actually realize that music was your calling?
I had a passion for music since a very young age. My parents used to take us to India from as far back as I can remember. Like must have been 6, 7 years old. And even then, I was interested in the Punjabi music, the culture, and I used to take my cousins with me to the local record store, we used to pick up the TDK tapes, and I used to ask them, who's the most popular singer right now? You know, so I have a box of tapes still back at home at my mum's place, and people like, you know, some people won't even know the names I'm going to mention, like Ranjit Mani, Harbhajan Maan, Kuldeep Manak. Obviously a lot of people know of Kuldeep Manak, but you know, there's so many artists that I had listened to when I was growing up, and they were folk Punjabi singers. You know, that's where my passion first and my first love with Punjabi music was folk Punjabi music, not pop music at all, and not even Bollywood. I didn't have any interest in Bollywood or Hindi music until I met Rishi. And then I started performing from the age of 11 at school, and then I had a band at the age of 13, and then I met Rishi in my early 20s, and then the rest was, you know, history. So yeah, and it's been a really, really amazing. It's more it's more than what I expected.
So tell me, Juggy, when we look at, like back in the time, we used to look at UK and US, the music culture there to kind of get inspiration from. But today with the new age talent, especially in India, what do you think of that? Because now it's like at the next level.
I think it's amazing, and you know, it's not just India. Canada is massive, but then if you look at the artists that have made it big in Canada, they're from India. They were students. They went to Canada as students. You know, got into music as their hobby was music, but they actually went there to study and make a better life for themselves. And now they've relocated back to India because they've become superstars. You know, like for example, Sidhu Moosewala, Karan Aujla, people like that, and even like AP Dhillon. And you know, I can see him moving back to India soon because the life in India, if you're well-to-do, you can live a great life, you know. You can have everything's done for you. You have, you know, drivers, this, that, the other. In Canada, in UK, we have to fend for ourselves. I think the music industry has grown phenomenally, you know, and it's always been a part of the Bollywood film industry, and it's become even more a part of that because it's like, you know, there's no Bollywood film without a Punjabi song. And back, I think it started from when we first came in, and it's just grown since then, you know. So yeah, the artists that are coming out of India now are huge, and there's so much talent that people don't even need to go across the pond and look at UK or anything like that. And that's why a lot of UK artists find it difficult to break India and break that mold of trying to get into you know, doing shows and growing a fan base there, because they've got so much talent there anyway. You know, that you have to do something extra special in order to shine in India now.
And I think there is actually so much talent which you also get to see through social media these days.
Well,
so do you think social media has obviously given you a far wider reach than it did, especially at your time?
Well, you know what, like, I mean, for me, we talk about this sometimes, the three of us, me, Jay and Rishi, and we're like, imagine if we came out now, you know, we'd have like millions of followers, you know. I have like probably 80,000 followers. I only got a blue tick probably 6 months ago. I wasn't interested. It didn't bother me, you know. It did not bother me at all, because I toured the world like 3 times over without social media.
Yeah.
That's organic. That's
Exactly.
real numbers, you know?
Yeah.
That's real people telling each other, listen to these guys, listen to these guys. And that's how we got from UK all the way to Australia and back,
Yeah.
you know, without social media. So that is more powerful. But now it makes it a lot easier to put out a song, and if that goes viral, you're a star.
Yeah.
You know? So it's easier
Yeah.
to become more accessible because it's just a click of a button now. So it was harder for us back then, but you know, it was more, I guess, in a way, it was more rewarding back then because it was like, we would go to places and think, how do they even know of us here?
Yeah.
You know, how do they know of us here? And that was without social media, and that's purely because somebody passed them a tape and said, listen to this, these guys are from UK, they're amazing or whatever, you know, and that's how we got around. So
Okay, tell me about your future projects. What's coming up?
So the future is bright, and it's amazing that, you know, after completing 20 years, that I've almost got like this new fire in my belly. It's like I'm starting over in a way, but I've already completed so many things which are releasing this year, and it's just happened that way that it's happening in my 20th year. So my biggest and most exciting project that I can now share with you is that I've got into movies.
Okay.
So I've got a film coming out this year.
Wow.
The film is called Victor, and it's I play the lead villain in the movie, and my name in the film is Ranga. So Juggy D as Ranga will
Wow.
be on your screens. It's a feature film, and yeah, I'm really excited about that.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
are
yeah.
so excited
Yeah,
to see
thank
you in the
thank
movie.
you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And they've also signed a song for the film,
Okay.
which is so it's not a typical Bollywood film. It's like a Guy Ritchie kind of gritty, gangstery kind of feel to it.
Okay.
And the song is like in a background score, and it's Juggy D featuring Jay Sean,
Oh my God.
produced by Rishi Rich.
Wow.
So this is
the trio is
the
coming
trio's
back
coming
together.
back. The trio's coming back together this year. The song's coming out in a movie, and it's going to come as a single, and there'll be a full official music video. So you can just imagine how it's like starting over, but on a bigger platform.
On a bigger platform.
On a bigger
it's going to be
platform.
huge.
So fingers crossed, yeah. A couple of pop tracks, a Bollywood track. So lots of new music coming out this year as well. So yeah, I'm very excited. So hopefully, you know, that'll keep me going for another 20 years.
For sure it will.
Fingers crossed.
We wish you the very best, Juggy. It's
Thank you
so
so
amazing
much.
to
Thank
talk
you.
to you.
Thank you very much for
And
having
may
me.
you keep going, may you keep doing
Thank
this
you.
great work
Thank
all
you.
your life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for talking
My
to
pleasure.
us.
ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਨੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਤੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਨੱਚਣਾ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਨੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਜੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਨੱਚਣ ਦਾ ਹਾਏ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਨੀ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ ਹਾਏ ਸੋਹਣੀਏ